1000.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You heard the boys. Let's hit it. A one, a two, a one, a two, a three. Good morning, sportsmen. How are we all doing here? I'm trying to get my headphones set up. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Yes, this is the Chaunce speaking with my co-host, Mr. What's your name?
That would be Mike Reynolds.
Oh, okay. Mike Reynolds.
Yes.
So from this point forward, God knows what's going to happen on the show.
It's just weird being on this side of the console, I got to say.
Well, that's because we want to make sure you're in the YouTube so people don't think I'm talking to the wall.
Yeah.
But first of all, we need to thank our sponsors that bring this program to you every single week. That's right. We're talking about Bass Pro Shops, all three stores. You know who we're talking about. Bolingbrook, Gurney Mills, and Portage, Indiana. Waterworks Marine, 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Paul's Pizza in Westchester. Our friends at Midwest Outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors magazine, the Wren Lake Tourism Bureau and Wren Lake Lodge, Vermilion Dam Lodge, a great place to stay, by the way, Mr. Reynolds. I want you to know that, Vermilion Dam.
Nice.
And our friends at Yellowbird Fishing Products, who've got everything you need, from crankbaits to yellowbirds to planer boards to soft baits, all kinds of stuff. Check them out at Yellowbird Fishing Products. Plano Molding, and remember, we are the official station of the Shimano High School fishing teams and college teams for the country. And don't forget, Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors. That's a lot to read. I'm sorry, everybody. But so make sure you go to Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors and like it. And we're also on YouTube this morning if you want to watch paint dry and watch Mike and I do a radio show.
I just think it's funny that a radio show's on TV or is on YouTube.
I know.
It's odd to me.
Well, we all are. Well, on today's show, we've got a pretty good, my first guest is adequate, Mike Reynolds. Then we've got Phil Piscetello coming on to talk a little bit about fishing. A gentleman both of us are very familiar with, Joe Cochrain's coming on.
Yeah.
And then you, our listeners at 1-312-332-3776. That's 1-312-332-3776. And to all of those, since, Thursday was that big day, everybody wears green and all that stuff like that, right?
Yeah. I'm Irish. You're
Irish, you got no choice.
I eat corned beef and cabbage all through the year, so it's not a big deal to me.
All right, well.
You're a little Irish, though.
Nah, just a little bit of Irish somewhere. But what we really, today is a celebration for all of the Italians, Polish, yada, 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 yada. We can go on and on and on. It's St. Joseph's Day.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even realize today's the 19th.
What a maroon. All right, so.
And I'm from Melrose Park.
And you're from Melrose Park. Well, you should be shy. But really, it's St. Joseph's Day, so, happy St. Joseph's Day to all of our friends out there. That means we get to eat all that good Eastern European food today and enjoy ourselves. And really, I was told once by a very lovely Italian woman, the reason you celebrate St. Patrick's Day is to make bread for St. Joseph's Day.
Wow, that's kind of...
I was like, whoa, tough crowd here tonight, folks.
Does she ever see an Irishman on St. Patrick's Day? They're not doing much baking.
No, they're not.
No.
But once again, and we've got a good show line for you. Mr. Bleck is in the control room, probably praying right now because he has no idea what's going to be happening. But we're going to have a lot of fun, good show for you. Today's turkey show, because Mike and I, what are we doing today?
We're going to be up at Bass Pro Shops for the whole day talking turkey.
Oh,
You're actually pretty good with your voice there.
Am I?
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're doing a Chip and Dale cartoon. No, after you, please. No. Indubitably.
And don't forget, 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock are our seminars.
Yes, tag team seminars.
We're going to do tag team. We're going to talk about, I have to look at the wrong page.
You need shorter arms or longer arms?
It's new glasses. Calls and decoys at 1 o'clock and selecting the right gun, ammunition, and choke tube for the job. And everybody that attends is going to get a chance to win one of those Avian X breeder hen
No kidding.
Lay down hen. Yeah, these are some of the finest decoys I've ever seen. The paint job is amazing. The feathering is amazing. They look like they're alive. So someone's going to win one.
And Avian is part of the Plano Synergy Group, which is one of our sponsors that
Yes,
bring this program to you every single week. Man, it's literally everything. Fishing is popping. Turkeys are in the woods like groups of rats running through there. I mean, I'm seeing everything.
And I'm hoping,
Yeah,
with the warm weather we've had,
he's hoping. He hopes a lot.
my tulips have already started to come up.
Yes.
What else would we find if the warm weather brings warm soil? And it could be an early season for the morel.
I know. Did you just see how I went into that happy zone?
Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah.
You went into that place.
I went to that special place in my brain.
Yeah.
Morels.
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
I'm thinking it's not as warm as it was a few years ago in March when they popped first season.
Yeah.
Me and DiRienzo found piles of them.
Yeah.
But it's been warm enough where some of the ground plants, like I said, my tulips have already come up. So
So we're seeing a lot of good
maybe
activity.
morel time.
That's true. Well, I tell you what, we've got a lot more show for you. We got some fishing reports. I've got the infamous, ever popular Aiden fishing report. Honest to Pete, I mean, the kid's going to get his own show by the time he's 7 years old. It's scaring me. But we're going to have a lot of fun today. But our phone calls are open for you at 1-312-332-3776. And when we come back, I've got a cute story to tell you about those two high school kids that were on our show last week from Benton, Illinois, that won the National Bassmasters High School Champion. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Come to Bass Pro Shops for their turkey hunting sale going on now till April 10th. Get all your turkey hunting supplies from a new shotgun, turkey calls, optics, backpacks, decoys, camouflage clothing, and more, all for your spring turkey hunting season coming right around the corner. So come to Bass Pro Shops in Portage, Indiana, Gurnee Mills, and in Bolingbrook. Bass Pro Shops, it's where your next outdoor adventure begins, indoors at Bass Pro Shops. Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs in Westchester on 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like. When you're fishing for salmon with Diamond Ghost Charters on Lake Michigan, the two words every fisherman loves to yell is, "Fish on!" And Captain Tony of Diamond Ghost Charters will put you on the fish when you're looking to go. A salmon fishing trip with Diamond Ghost Charters is a perfect way to spend a half a day or a full day out fishing with friends, family, or co-workers all on Lake Michigan. So let Diamond Ghost Charters out of Winthrop Harbor hook you up with a chunky summer coho, a trophy fall king, or a lunker lake trout. They're all waiting for you with Diamond Ghost Charters. Don't wait. Call Captain Tony at 847-838-2037. That's 847-838-2037. And get ready to yell, "Fish on!" Plan your next Illinois adventure to Wren Lake, where the fun begins. Wren Lake is situated in the heart of scenic southern Illinois and can offer you 19,000 acres of water fun and recreation, all within Interstates 57 and 64. At their website, enjoywrenlake.com, you can learn about Southern Illinois lodging at its finest, restaurants, family activities, bike trails, camping, and some fantastic fishing and hunting, all in one spot at Wren Lake. And it's one of my favorite places to go. So go to enjoywrenlake.com or call them at 314-580-2577. 314-580-2577 and plan your next Illinois adventure that will have you coming back again and again. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile. The Waterworks Marine Group wants you to know the best way to save more money on a new boat is to participate in the factory rebates that end on March 31st at the end of this month. Save big on Lund, Alumacraft, and Monterey Cruisers, and be on the water tomorrow with great prices, financing, and more at Illinois' #1 boat dealer, Waterworks Marine. Visit Waterworks Marine Group online at waterworkswithane.com or at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Or give them a call at 708-798-9700 and tell them Chauncey sent you.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. And yes, you're on too. Remember that.
I wasn't, though.
Well, that's all right.
Thanks, Chris.
This is Chauncey and Mike Reynolds on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Hold on to your seats, folks, because I have no idea where this is all going.
Nah, this will be fine. Don't worry about it.
That's right. And
nobody will be hurt.
Yes, don't forget our phone number is 1-312-332-3776. This next little segment is brought to you by Shimano, our high school and college sponsor, to bring the outdoor information from the tournaments to you every week. Now, last week we had a couple of kids on, Trevor and Dalius, down from Benton, Illinois, who won the Bassmaster High School Challenge. And I've got to tell you, if you remember, if you don't, you can go listen to ESPNChicago.com, go to podcast, click on the show, listen to it again. But there was a lot of background noise, and I think Chris might get even, Mr. Bleck will get a laugh out of this one. There was a lot of background noise, and I thought he was in the middle of a crowd early in the morning. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I even said, hey, sounds like you're in a group of people. And I was wrong, Mike.
I know what he was doing. I was listening.
You were listening?
I was listening.
Well, after the show, I mean, so many things are going on when I'm talking on the show. I'm giving you a line. Don't go there. That I wanted to read what he sent. He sent me a great note. And this was from Trevor, because I think Trevor was fishing. It says, I really appreciate you having us on the show this morning. I really apologize for all the background commotion. I was fishing a tournament, and the wind was blowing pretty good. We also caught a 4-pounder while doing the show.
Yeah, he said, I think he said he was fishing with his dad in a tournament. And I don't know what segment, but he said, we just caught a fish. Yeah.
He says he caught a 4-pounder while doing the show. Thanks again for taking time and having us on the show. It means a lot. Anytime you're down in Southern Illinois, give me a call. I won the fishing tournament today with 4 fish that weighed 16 pounds. Thank you. Once again, Chauncey's Great Outdoors talks the fish on the line.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
Yeah, he couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, but he could have done a lot without me.
You're the lucky charm, okay?
Lots of people on there. I think, Chris, we got a call on the line? Hi there, who's this?
Hi, this is Jessica from Minneca High School fishing team.
Hey, perfect segment to weigh in from the Minneca High School team. How you doing, dear?
Good, how are you guys?
I was better before Mike started talking, but we're okay. What's going on in Minneca?
I'm actually on my way to a fishing tournament right now.
Oh, where?
Braidwood.
Oh, did you see some of the bass that they're nailing down there?
I haven't gotten there yet. We're still driving.
You're still driving? They got some big bass that they've been hitting. And, I mean, we're talking, 4-pound plus fish. I've seen pictures from a lot of my friends. I love it when my friends send me photos. Hey, I was out fishing today, Chauncey. Here, look. Just it's the needle going boom, boom. So that's pretty cool. Now, what time does this tournament start? 8?
7.
7? Oh, you better be getting there quick.
Yeah, we're almost there.
You're almost there? How many teams are in the tournament?
Today there's like 10 to 15 boats.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually have up to 26.
Wow. That's going to be good. You're going to have a great day out there. And what's some of your favorite baits to work right now?
I like doing like red-eyed shad and some plastics.
I love plastics. I love plastics. Something I heard a lot of people have been catching some bass on early in the season are those lipless crankbaits.
Yeah, I like those too.
Do you?
Nice.
You may want to pitch one of them also to do quite well. Now, you're in what year?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior, and how's it been going so far for you? Because you've been in this. The Manukas had a team for a couple of years, haven't they?
Yeah, my brother was one of the original ones on the team.
Cool.
So my family's been a part of it since the very beginning.
And Illinois is the first state to have.
Yeah.
And I think that is so cool. I hope you continue fishing and doing well, because so many colleges are offering scholarships for fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like first of all, your parents would love it. I can tell you that. But like the gentleman last week, Trevor and Dalius, they got scholarship for fishing, academic scholarship, and they got their tuition covered.
No.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to have to call us next week and tell us how the tournament went. Would you do that for me?
Yeah, I'd do that for you.
Oh, I would love to hear, give me, who won first, who won second, who won third. Tell me how you did, if you did great or you did, hey, it's fishing. We all don't do well all the time. But, I want to hear everything that's going on. And who's with you in the boat today?
My dad.
What's Pop's name?
Robin.
Robin?
Yeah.
Give him a kiss on the cheek. Say he's doing good.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, please give us a call next week, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, dear.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
High school team. Fishing. Going fishing. I'm excited.
I think you couldn't have planned that any better.
No, I couldn't.
And for everybody that's listening, all we see on the screen is it says fishing tournament for the subject. So he had no idea it was a high school person, unless Chris said it in your ear.
No, you would have heard it.
Yeah, because I'm on the same thing. Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's cool. And the coolest part about that, she's a girl.
Yes.
And she's fishing high school tournaments.
Yes.
With her father.
Yes.
That hits close to both of us, because we both have daughters that do stuff outside.
Yes. And all I could do is say, touchdown! Well, I hit the light, knock the lights. Touchdown!
All right, see, now there's a camera here.
Ouch, burn my fingers on the lights up here.
Speaking of daughters, mine's trying to get a hold of us.
Erin, yes.
She's coming home today, and she said she was going to try to find us on ESPN.com.
That's right.
Or the stream or the actual radio.
The radio, you could do it, because there's people out in the Carolinas listening to us this morning. And Mr. Black, all they have to do is go to ESPNChicago.com. Is that correct?
That's correct. And if you have the ESPN app, you can listen to any ESPN station through the ESPN app. So that's probably easier as well nowadays.
On the phone. But I mean, if they're sitting at a computer, they just go to ESPNChicago.com and hit the streaming. But they can also listen to that fine show before me. What's the name of it again?
My show.
Your show, yes.
Best of 1000, 5 a.m.
Yes.
And you can podcast it right on the ESPN app.
Cool. That's a good thing. The high school kids are in a tournament.
Yeah.
I'm zoned today, folks.
Let's
I'm done. I'm finished. That's all right. No, fishing reports. Oh my God, we got to do fish work. Got 2 minutes. Okay, it's spring catch and release fly fishing. That's right. Is going to be starting today, March 19th, St. Joseph's Day. And this is catch and release fly fishing for the rainbow trout, everybody. But you're talking Kankakee County, Rock Creek, Ogle County, Pine Creek, Joe Davis, Apple River, Adams, Slalom Springs, Cass County, Gridley Lake, Hancock, Horton Lake, Morgan Lake, Sangamon County, Illinois Department of Transportation Lake in Springfield, and Willow Lake at the Peabody King River State Fish and Wildlife Area. That's a big word. LaSalle Lake opener that happened on Tuesday, and it was blowing, but they're popping some. They're popping a few fish. Hybrids are a little bit difficult. They did get a couple, but they said, Chauncey, we had to work our what for them. Bass were so-so to decent. Decent number of bluegills along the east bank, but remember that east bank gets a lot. If the wind's out of the west, man, it gets beat to nothing. So we're seeing that way. Braidwood, hint to my friend in Manuka. Good bass reports. Some big blues are also being taken. We're talking big blues. We're 20-pound plus blues is the report that I got from two guys that were watching somebody else fish. They said it was depressing. But they're seeing the water temperature is really the key to work with when you're fishing that one. On the Chain of Lakes, water is still down, so we're going to be looking for that to get improving. And we have to do the ever-popular Aiden fishing report. Papa, we got a day off, so we're going to go look around. On the St. Joe River, good catches of coho by Lake Michigan, where the river goes in, and some trout. Didn't say what kind of trout. St. Joe River, steelhead run is doing okay. Water, they told me, was low 50s. Weather okay in Grand Haven. Boat anglers were going out and trolling close to the shore for brownies. Grand River, by my house, steelhead is good. Better than normal, the man said, and there were lots of people. So fishing must be good if there's lots of people.
It makes sense.
Makes sense. I mean, the kids got it together. Muskegon River by Dottie's house, water levels are up, and lots of fish are seen swimming past, ignoring fishermen who are not happy. Aiden's fishing report for this week. Yeah, that's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Hey, you're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for fishermen and hunters right here in Illinois. It's called Midwest Outdoors. No, I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors has been here, but this is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map will get you on the fish on your favorite lake. Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors. HookandHuntTV.com is an exciting all-internet show. Sign up for their free weekly newsletter and join host Jim Crowley as he covers everything that goes bang and or splash. Get hooked on the hunt at HookandHuntTV.com.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Let me hear it again.
I can't do it.
Can't do it while I'm looking at him. That's the problem. Mr. Black is just shaking his head in the control room going, I always hate these twice-a-year shows that he does.
Wait a minute.
This is my life.
You have fun when I'm here, don't you, Chris?
Yeah.
All right, good.
You bought him breakfast. He's going to say he had fun.
Well, yeah, okay.
Hey, everybody.
That's
Welcome back
true.
to the show. On the line with me, this segment is being brought to you by our friends at Bass Pro Shops. Don't forget, Turkey weekend going on. All three stores will have turkey seminars at 1 and 2 p.m. We will be at the Gurney store, both of us.
Yes, we will.
Mr. Phil Piscetello is on the line.
Good morning, Chauncey. How you doing?
Buddy, talk to me about something with scales and gills.
Well, the chain of lakes, fishing's starting to get going now. We got, on our warming trends, we got crappies coming into the back channel areas.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get into them on these days, you can get into some good numbers, too. They're coming in on that pre-spawn bite, and fishing is actually pretty good.
Now, some of those back channel areas, because the chain is still down, they're still at winter pool, right?
Yes, there is. It's been down quite a bit, but now we having some of that rain we just had has brought it up a little bit now.
Okay, all right, because I was kind of concerned that some of those back channels, that's pretty shallow water, isn't it?
It is, yep. It can be very shallow water, but now with the influx of rain we're having and everything, and it's bringing current, oxygen, and more water into these channels now, so it came up a little bit. So,
yeah. What would you be going? What would be good baits to try this time?
Some of my favorite baits when you're searching for fish, I like to cast beetle spins, road runners, stuff like that to find fish. And once you locate them, then I like to cubby mites or pinky jigs, below a float, small float, baited with a waxworm, a small minnow, or just plain sometimes works alone too.
Mm-hmm.
Works really well.
Okay.
The secret this time of year too, when you're searching for channels, you want to find channels in the north end of the lake because you're looking for the warmest water temperature you can find. And another key that you want to be looking for is wood. Because wood is warmer than the surrounding areas. So wood piers, wood seawalls, fallen trees will attract crappies, and it's a very good spot to target.
Yeah, well, because it's taking the air temperature into the density of the wood. It's taking the sun and the that's warming the air and bringing it in, and those areas start to give off a little bit of into the water, and that pulls a lot of fish to them. And people don't realize that. They just like, well, the fish are around here. Well, no, fish will be by anywhere that they're going to get that little bit warmer water, and it could be just literally a degree or two difference that'll pull fish, right?
Absolutely. And one thing on the Channel Lakes, we have a lot of the bottom chain has a lot of darker bottoms, and we don't realize is that when we get a sunny day, that warms that water really fast. Mm-hmm. So these back channel areas can get, even on cooler days, can get up into the 50s really, really quick this time of year.
Wow.
Hey, Phil, if you can find something that's concrete, like a concrete pier or an abutment or breakwater, will that on the north side of the lake, will that do the same thing? Will it absorb the heat from the sun too?
Oh yeah, yeah. Wood is absolutely my favorite, but concrete's good too. One thing I like to avoid is like the metal seawalls. That's very cold and won't attract the fish as much. But concrete's better, and in my opinion, wood is the absolute best you can have.
Good, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, and it was kind of interesting. You said pinky jigs, and I went, man, I haven't used a pinky jig in a long time. I'm going to have to try that out. That's because I used to use pinkies a lot. And of course,
the original pinky jigs, marabou, the bucktail hair, they still work well. The old Roadrunners, the old marabou Roadrunner, this jig's been around a long, long time. It's still an awesome bait. And now with all the new soft plastics out, the other stuff seems like they've been forgotten over the years, but they still really work well.
Mm-hmm. Now, there was a guy, actually, Phil and I were at the same dinner on Saturday night. The Walleyes Unlimited.
Did you get anything to eat, Phil, with Chauncey there? You got to be careful. You can't sit close to him because the sparks coming off his plate get your clothes set on fire.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good food.
Thank you. But there was a gentleman there who in the silent, not in the bucket auctions rather. He had made a bunch of like hair jigs and stuff like that really looked good for walleye fishing this time of the year.
Absolutely, that was Mike Mulqueen. His nickname is Hair Jig. He ties a lot of his own bucktail and different hair jigs. And yeah, again, that's another thing that's been forgotten over the years with the soft plastics. Everyone's going to the plastic baits now, but the old hair jigs are really, really effective, really work well. Not only for crappies, but walleyes especially as well. Mm-hmm. This time of year, river walleye fishing is really getting good as they're getting ready to spawn. Mm-hmm. And a hair jig is a great jig to try.
Yeah, that's always a good sign. And what about now? We talked about a little bit of walleye. Bass, braidwood, they're doing very well, and I'm hoping that the girl from Manuka is going to smack those big largemouth bass today. But, a lot of the other lakes, it's yes, we've got open water, and it's slowly getting warmer. But right this time of the year, you want to go with smaller baits, maybe, white or some other things, but you want to stay a little bit on the smaller side for bass this early in the season, don't you?
Yeah, because this time of year, the bait fish and everything are on the smaller side. Mm-hmm. So you want to stay small and slow and fish very slow this time of year for bass. As the water warms, they're going to be pulling up into the shallow waters looking at a pre-spawn bite, and nobody looking to feed. So, yep, you want to stick to smaller stuff. Small minnow baits, jerk baits are good, stuff like that.
Oh, I know. Phil comes on every... pretty much about once a month to talk about the different things in a local area that he's, either gotten into fishing or gives us some tips and stuff. But, you run across him over at that store that we're going to be at too, aren't you?
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah. Bass Pro Shops in Gurnee. He's one of the gentlemen that works the fishing counter, and he's always willing to talk. Go to the counter and say, "Hey, where's Phil? I got questions to ask Phil. I heard him on the show this morning," and they'll track him down.
You kind of touched on something there with Phil. The good thing about Bass Pro Shops is the guys that work in the department don't just work there. They actually do the thing. The fishing guys fish, the hunting guys hunt, the shooting guys shoot, the archery guys shoot. I almost said the archery guys archer. but the guys know what they're doing. So there's guys like Phil in all of the Bass Pro Shops. You could go to them. They've been fishing. They've been out already, and they know what's working and what might work in the future.
Cool. Well, Phil, I want to thank you for coming on today's show this morning and giving us a little update of what we should be doing locally to catch more fish.
You're welcome, Chauncey.
All right, we'll see you in a few hours, my friend.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see you then.
All right, bye-bye. That's Phil Piscetello. Ladies and gentlemen, is he on the line there? I got to say, is he ready? Yep, I got a thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the man who makes dead things look like they're going to walk.
Wait, clarify that. Dead animals.
Dead animals, that's true. Dead animals.
Things, that's not.
Dead animals look like they're going to walk or jump off the wall. Mr. Joe Cochrain.
Good morning, Chauncey. How are you today?
A little goofy today, if you haven't figured it out.
I'm going to tell you. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Reynolds, unfortunately, standing next to me.
Well,
okay.
That's by his choice. Joe, I'm going to start out by blowing sunshine up your skirt, buddy. I saw that turkey that you did for Mike D.
It looked good, didn't it?
Oh, man, I'm telling you what. Yeah, that's an incredible. Yeah.
Could you send me that photo so I could post it to Facebook?
Yeah. I actually took, well, Joe's got pictures, I'm sure, but I took pictures at Mike's house the other night, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah,
he came over here that day. He picked that bird up. I thought he was going to hug me to death. I was like, no.
He's a little like that nowadays.
Yeah, Mike's a great guy. I love Mike. I know him personally and stuff like that. And, he wanted me to do something cool. You see the base that I made for that bird to get it up off the floor. It's a pedestal. It really turned out nice.
Oh, you nailed it. Is that a freeze-dried head, or what kind of head is that?
Yeah, on all my mounts, I do use the freeze-dried heads. They look better. They paint up better. Plastic head looks plastic. It looks cheap.
This looks like it's a lot. This bird looks like it could stretch its head out and gobble any second. And
make a great decoy. Why don't you borrow it?
Oh yeah, I know what he paid for that, Joe. I don't think he's going to let that out of his house.
No, I don't think so. You know what? And I hate to say, I know what he paid for it too. There's a lot of work in a turkey. I mean, turkeys. You don't mount every turkey.
No.
The amount of work to get them birds to look as good as that bird looks, there's a lot of hours in that bird.
How did you get the back feathers? Obviously, you guys don't know what we're talking about. A mutual friend of all of ours shot a bird last year with me that was one of the prettiest birds we ever saw. The first thing he said after we took the pictures, he said, "I'm getting it mounted. I'm going to take it to Joe." So he got this
of Nature's Image.
Of Nature's Image taxidermy.
Right.
He got this bird mounted in a full strut on a pedestal. My question, Joe, is how do you get the back feathers to stand up like you got every individual feather standing
trade
up?
Secrets don't you know?
Hey, Chauncey, you know what?
Yeah, it's trade secrets.
It does. You know what? You guys could do it. If you guys want the business, Merry Christmas. I'm out of here. Here's the thing.
I don't think so.
With birds, to get them to look as good as they do, there's probably 4 to 5 tubes of caulk in that bird. So if you can imagine, as them feathers come through that skin, the quills point down. Well, if you don't shoot caulk all over that bird, the feathers on the styrofoam, you can't control them.
Oh.
Well, you put a layer of caulk in there, I can control each and every feather, and it takes about 3 days for that caulk to really harden up in there, so it gives me plenty of time to move them feathers around and get them to do what I want them to do.
Wow,
and if you don't, put it this way, if you're thinking of mounting a turkey, do not body shoot the bird, because if you have 100 holes in that bird, I can't shoot the caulk in there. Mm-hmm. So it makes a difference in the mount.
Yeah. Hey, now let's talk about that, Joe. Turkey hunting's literally around the corner. I'm a little after the middle of April. I'm going to be going up to Michigan to try to find some birds. Notice the optimal word, try. Now, what should I do? A very popular mount is what you call a fan mount.
You have many options to do with your turkeys. You could start with the full size, life size. If you don't want that, you don't have the room in there, you could go to a half mount, which is really cool. It goes on the wall. It's really the breast of the bird The head, I still use the freeze-dried head. You can do it on a walnut, oak, or a barnwood plaque. That really looks good. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You could do a fan mount. You could do it fan with the beard, fan with the feet and beard, which looks really cool.
Yes.
If, say, you got a big set of spurs and you really want to show them feet off, I hang the feet with them, I paint them, I inject them, I make them look real. Then I turn around, put it on the border of your choice. So there's a lot of options. If you're not sure when you shoot the bird if it's a mountable bird, Mike's bird was easy. You looked at that bird and you go, wow, that thing's gorgeous. If you come in and you go, hey, Joe, is this a mountable bird? And you're missing, say, the scaps, or you're missing a bunch of feathers, or you got a lot of beak, I'm going to tell you no, because I'm not going to mount a bird. I'm not going to spend gazillion hours on a bird and have it look horrible. Yeah. I want the same reaction out of each and every customer that Mike did. When Mike walked in, it was like, wow.
Well, he showed me the picture, Mike did, Reynolds here, and I just went, oh, like that. I went,
yeah.
You know, it just took me. Now, if, somebody, as a matter of fact, I have a fan mount on a board that you did for me.
Right.
And what I did was I took a photo that Mike took out in the field, and I put that on the front of the plaque so you could see the bird for me in the field, and then here's the beautiful fan.
I could do that. I could do anything you really want. It's really simple. The thing that I try to tell people is remember that moment. Chauncey, you've hunted with me. And I'm telling you, it ain't about killing or shooting something. Yeah, you want to do that. It's being out there with your friends, you know, drinking a coffee in the morning, a soda at lunch, whatever, and enjoying the moment. People are starting to forget that. You got to enjoy the time.
Taking a nap in the woods while you're hunting? Yeah.
I believe I did wake you up a few times, and you woke me up a few times, sitting in that turkey tent.
That's right.
You remember that day we were up in Joe Davies? Man, it rained that whole day, it seemed like.
Poured.
Yeah.
Just poured.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, and that's so cool. But now, so if somebody, you know, is just looking for a tail mount, what should they do with the bird before they bring it to you?
Here's the thing. If you're going to do just a tail mount, you could go ahead and gut your bird. Just remove if you're not sure, let me do it. Once I show you how to do it, it's dead simple. You could remove the tail, and I need about 4 or 5 inches of them back feathers, because when I do a fan mount, I include them back feathers. You know how they have the different colors and stuff like that. You want to see that in your mount.
Yeah, because I would think that if somebody wants the meat, you know, you could do that for a fan mount, and you get to keep the meat, and you could just make sure you drop off a lot of the tail and the
feathers.
The feathers and
I need the beard and also the feet, because guys, you know, especially the new hunters, they don't realize, oh, I should keep the spurs. What I do with the fan mounts is I'll cut the spurs off, I clean them up, I inject them also, and then I turn around and paint them and make them look real good, because as the spurs dry out, they lose their color, and if I paint them, they really look sharp.
Like I said, all you can people. Nature's Image Taxidermy, whatever, fish, deer, bear, you've done so many different things, birds, etc. I mean, you just stand in your little showroom there and you go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I mean, I've seen you do very large things, and I've also seen you do some real small things.
Oh, yeah. Chauncey, I've done everything from Africa. I mean, I got a 10-foot brown bear in from Russia this year. I got a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm good at what I do, so I've got a good backing. Okay. I mean, me and you go back at least 20 years. If you remember, we've known each other forever. It seems like.
Yes.
It seems like we know each other forever.
God, yes. Yeah. Well, that is so cool, Joe. I mean, and I wanted people to know that, you know, you could do a bunch of different things if you're going to be turkey hunting. And if you have questions and you want to ask Mike or I this afternoon at Bass Pro Shops, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, to everybody that's listening, Joe is a friend of Chauncey's and mine. We've known each other a long time. I think Chauncey and you have known each other longer, but we've known each other for quite a while.
For a long time. But
you know bad taxidermy when you see it. On the other side of the coin, you know really good taxidermy when you see it. And there's not a lot of people in this around here in the whole country that do the caliber of taxidermy that Joe Cochrain does.
Well, thank you very much.
There's guys that are decent, and guys you don't mind paying for that are halfway decent, and you compare that to what you do, and it looks like a Chevy and a Caddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And here's the thing with turkeys, and if people don't realize this. turkeys are one of the hardest birds to do. And if you don't get all the meat out, because in a small bird, you could get away with leaving a little piece of meat. You leave a chunk of turkey in there, you're going to get bugs. The bugs seem to orientate towards the black bird, the black turkey and stuff like that. And a lot of guys will end up with bugs in there, and they don't look good, and they start to rot and smell, and you don't want that in your house.
Yeah. No, you don't.
No. Trust me, especially if you're married.
It'd be hard enough to get your wife to agree to get a full amount. Takes up a lot of room, folks. I mean, Mike's bird was almost 25 pounds.
That was a huge bird. Yeah. That was a very good bird. Yeah.
And I don't know, did he tell you the story? We got another one out of that later that day. There was 4. He got one, and then later I got one.
Yeah, he did tell me the story and stuff. I mean, when Mike was here, I think he was here for 3 days. But he was happy when he left.
Hey, Joe, and I want people to give you a call, bug you. What number can they dial to get a hold of you to talk to you?
Area code 630.
630.
629.
629.
8968. If you have any questions on the turkeys, if you're not sure, if you do decide, or even if you need to, a new hunter needs to see how to breast it out, I'll show you how to breast out the bird. It's real simple. Save the meat. It's great. Later in the season, they go great with morels. How about it, Chauncey?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
But
Joe, and once again, Nature's Image Taxidermy out of Lombard and website?
Illinois. I do have a website. It's my full business name. It's Nature's Image Taxidermy, Inc. You got to have the INC after Nature's Image Taxidermy, Inc.com. You'll be able to pull me up. I've been in the business since I was young. I've got a lot of good people out there that'll speak highly of me.
Yes. Go. I'm going to let you go, my friend. We got to go to a break.
You take care. You guys hunt safe, and that's the main thing when you guys are out there. Hunt safe, have fun.
We will. Take care.
Any questions, give me a call.
We'll see you, Joe. Thanks.
All right, we'll see you later, guys.
You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. I want to go turkey hunting. You know us. Yeah. We know the outdoors.
Yeah. Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs in Westchester on 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like. Come to Bass Pro Shops for their turkey hunting sale going on now till April 10th. Get all your turkey hunting supplies from a new shotgun, turkey calls, optics, backpacks, decoys, camouflage clothing, and more, all for your spring turkey hunting season coming right around the corner. So come to Bass Pro Shops in Portage, Indiana, Gurnee Mills, and in Bolingbrook. Bass Pro Shops, it's where your next outdoor adventure begins, indoors at Bass Pro Shops. When you're fishing for salmon with Diamond Ghost Charters on Lake Michigan, the 2 words every fisherman loves to yell is, "Fish on!" And Captain Tony of Diamond Ghost Charters will put you on the fish when you're looking to go. A salmon fishing trip with Diamond Ghost Charters is a perfect way to spend a half a day or a full day out fishing with friends, family, or co-workers all on Lake Michigan. So let Diamond Ghost Charters out of Winthrop Harbor hook you up with a chunky summer coho, a trophy fall king, or a lunker lake trout. They're all waiting for you with Diamond Ghost Charters. Don't wait. Call Captain Tony at 847-838-2037. That's 847-838-2037. And get ready to yell, "Fish on!" The Waterworks Marine Group wants you to know the best way to save more money on a new boat is to participate in the factory rebates that end on March 31st at the end of this month. Save big on Lund, Alumacraft, and Monterey cruisers, and be on the water tomorrow with great prices, financing, and more at Illinois' #1 boat dealer, Waterworks Marine. Visit Waterworks Marine Group online at waterworkswithane.com or at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Or give them a call at 708-798-9700 and tell them Chauncey sent you. Plan your next Illinois adventure to Wren Lake, where the fun begins. Wren Lake is situated in the heart of scenic southern Illinois and can offer you 19,000 acres of water fun and recreation, all within Interstates 57 and 64. At their website, enjoyrenlake.com, you can learn about Southern Illinois lodging at its finest, restaurants, family activities, bike trails, camping, and some fantastic fishing and hunting, all in one spot at Ren Lake. And it's one of my favorite places to go. So go to enjoyrenlake.com or call them at 314-580-2577. 314-580-2577 and plan your next Illinois adventure that will have you coming back again and again. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
That's a turkey telling me where I should go.
I can tell you where to go.
Welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors, everybody. Hey, we got a quick question on the phone here about Fox River question. Who's on the line? Hello?
Hello, this is Jim from Mount Prospect. How you doing, Chauncey?
Hey, Jimmy, how are you?
I'm doing fine. I met you about maybe 15, 20 years ago. Ice fishing on the chain.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I was wondering, I never hear any reports on the Fox River, say from Elgin south. And I was wondering why, because nobody gives you reports on that?
Well, later in the summer I have them, but right now, and I can tell you this right now, the few people that I know that have been out there have been working the warm water discharges from the city pipes that you could see coming in, water pouring into the Fox. There's a couple of spots where there's, it sounds gross, but where the sewer treatment plants are. And, the water has to be clean before they can release it. So that water, though, is very warm comparison to the river water. And a lot of people will try to fish right on that break. You can see the color difference between the clear water and the river water. And they work that area and with a crankbait, a jig or something, and they'll pop fish there. And you can pick that up in a number of different, from, going Elgin down to Montgomery.
Yes, okay. And one other question.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the Army Corps of Engineers taking out the dams on the Des Plaines River?
Fishing has never been better.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Fishing has never been better. When they've done that, it's cleaned up the river. It's also helped a lot of flood problems, but it's cleaned up the river. Fish are moving. You'll find smallmouth, northern pike working their way all the way up where they used to stop at the Hoffman Dam and not get further up. And it's gotten better when they take those dams out. And I know people are like, well, I used to love the fish below the dam. Well, that's because the fish couldn't go any further.
Right.
But oh my God! Salt Creek is near my house, and I'm picking up smallmouth. I picked up pike out of it. I picked up crappies out of it. I've picked up largemouth bass. Not too many largemouth, more smallmouth, and walleye.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's because the dams are gone and earth fish are moving. So it's a pretty cool thing.
Okay.
Hey, Wilson, thanks for calling me, my friend.
Thank you. You have a nice time. Maybe I'll catch you again at a derby or something.
You sure will. I know you will, my friend.
Okay.
Take care. All right, we're back. And real quick before I jump on with Mike Reynolds, this is another high school little segment here from Shimano. That first segment was brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Ready for this one? The Illinois State college team, Bryce Wegman and Taylor Umlin, were happy to be placing 28th on day one of the 2016 FLW College Fishing National Championship. So they sacked up the event's biggest day, single-day weight, and took over, ready for this, the 2-day lead with 27 pounds, 9 ounces of fish.
Wow.
That's
a lot. That's a lot of fish.
That's unbelievable. Dan Baser made sure, our good friend Dan Baser made sure we got this report. It's unbelievable. And we're going to get more information and post it on our Facebook / Chauncey's Great Outdoors, but just phenomenal. A couple of great young anglers from University of Illinois, and those guys come on our show. We've had U of I on the show to talk about it. Cool.
They're good. Good.
My friend, turkey.
All right. I'm a turkey? That's hurtful. Why would you be mean? I know it's coming. Can I do one thing real quick?
Yes.
My buddy Sam, who's listening in Indianapolis, you do not get the long-distance listener of the day Aaron's got us on in Akron, Ohio, so you lose, buddy.
That's right.
But happy St. Patrick's Day.
St.
Happy St. Joseph's
Day.
Day, buddy. You know I love you.
Get it right. Get it right. Well, cool. And once again, Erin, Mike's daughter, is listening to the show, and she even texted him and said, I want to go turkey hunting. She's getting excited.
Yeah. We're going next week. We're going to go set blinds next week.
Oh, God, yes.
Yes.
And, I really want to say thank you to our sponsors who bring this program to you every week. Bass Pro Shops, all 3 stores. Waterworks Marine, 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Remember, if you want to get a boat, lowest price for the year, before March 31st, because all of those factory rebates and discounts are gone. Wren Lake Lodge and Tourism Bureau down there in Benton, Illinois. Just check it out. Wren Lake, it's a little bit of heaven at exit 77.
We love it.
Vermilion Dam Lodge, always a beautiful place to go in Minnesota, and they got a great walleye school we're going to be talking about in the next couple of weeks. Yellowbird Fishing Products, Plano Molding, yes, our friends at Plano Molding. And remember, we are the official station of the Shimano High School and College fishing teams. And like us at Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors. We're on YouTube this morning again, both of us. This is gonna be a fun show to watch on that one.
Yeah.
God knows.
I haven't been giving you bunny ears at all.
No, I could feel the looks.
No, I wasn't. I'm trying to be professional.
Mm-hmm. Fishing that youth archery competition is going to be going down today. April 2nd in Illinois. So that's a good sign that they've got some archery competition for the kids in high school and a statewide competition in April 2nd in Springfield. So there's lots of stuff going on. Oh, man, we got that. I think we got to take another break here, don't we? And where are we going to be tonight?
Today,
Today, whatever.
We're going to Bass Pro Shops in Gurney Mills. We're going to talk turkey. Calls and decoys first, and then we're going to talk about guns and ammo and choke tubes. Yeah. You should have quit while you were at it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I don't have my calls. I thought you were going to bring the toys.
I got one.
You got one. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for fishermen and hunters right here in Illinois. It's called Midwest Outdoors. No, I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors has been here, but this is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map will get you on the fish on your favorite lake. Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to Mike during the break that I'm going to have to get these guys on from Illinois State, Bryce Wegman and Taylor Umlin, maybe next week, and if not, fishing a tournament or someplace,
You know, I don't want to produce your show, but you know who you might want to consider having on with all this?
Okay, who should I should have on?
With all this talk of high school fishing?
Yeah.
Who knows more about high school fishing in this state than anybody we know?
I know 2 guys.
I would think Dan Hayes.
And?
Jim Crowley.
And?
I don't know.
Oh.
Throw me a bone. What do you got?
Our friend from Rochelle.
Friend from Rochelle?
Yeah.
Who?
The other fishing guy at Bass Pro Shops. Kurt Samo.
Oh, God.
He's got a big high school team that he's part of.
I forgot about Kurt.
Kurt, I'll smack him for you. Don't worry. Yeah, Kurt Samo, another guy.
Both guys, yes.
Great people.
Danny Hayes,
all
Kurt.
3 of them.
Yeah.
But no, it's really, there's lots of activity going on out there. The 2016 fishing information is available online. For your tournament club, please check out the new rules. It's very, very important on there.
Speaking of important, turkey hunting.
Yep.
Fishing licenses, hunting licenses.
Yes.
The 31st, they're done. Don't forget to get new ones, guys.
That's right. Otherwise, it's going to look really...
Otherwise, you're going to get in trouble.
You're going to get a little piece of paper.
Yeah, the CO pulls up.
That's right. Let's see what else we have down here. LaSalle Lake Open, we mentioned that, March 15th. Don't try to find a booklet in print. Just download it to your iPhone, your smartphone, your computer. That's the best way, and read it cover to cover. Please do that. It's a very important thing. The Illinois DNR is seeking photo images of live bobcats to be considered for use on the cover of the 2016-17 Hunting Digest. So if you've got a trail camera with a bobcat on it, hey, send it to them. They're looking for some good photos like that. Hunter and boating safety education courses are going on in many places. Bass Pro Shops in Gurnee has one every month. You can check them out and find out if there's any openings. Becoming an Outdoor Woman registration, which is a great program. I used to teach at this. I wish I went back teaching.
Yeah, back when you were a woman.
But I was back, teaching this seminar. And this one is at the Becoming an Outdoors Woman, June 10th to the 12th at Laredo Taft Field Campus. This is a great thing. The cost is $230 per person. It's 2 nights, lodging, meals, class instructions, equipment, transportation during the event, supplies, giveaways, yada, et cetera, et cetera. Go to the Illinois DNR website, and you'll get more information there. We've got, all kinds of stuff. The state permits are going out. Camping reservations for Illinois are being made through Reserve America website. That's reserveamerica.com using Visa or MasterCard. Scholarships are also available from the Friends of the Volo Bog, offering entering college scholarships and continuing college scholarships for $1,000 each to outstanding students interested in pursuing environmental careers. Check them out at friendsofvolobog.org. Woo! Wow. And we still didn't get to all the stuff I got here.
Nice. All right. We're going to talk about turkey hunting today.
Yep.
And then we're going to start turkey hunting. I'm going to start first season.
You're doing first season?
I'm doing first season in Joe Davies. And then Jane and I are going to go to South Dakota, and we're going to try to get a Miriam's turkey.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to go to the Black Hills, but I'm going to go see Miriam's turkeys. And then I'm going to come back, and then
we're going to try to do Michigan.
I'm going to try to help you guys.
We're going to try. Well, as you hear, Mr. Black is telling us the show is winding down. Thank you, Chris. And thanks for putting up with all the shenanigans in here today. But I always like to leave you with the Native American proverb. And this one comes from the Dakota Nation. It says, "We will be known forever by the tracks we leave today." We will be known forever by the tracks we leave today. How very, very true. Once again, Mike, thanks for coming on the show, and all the listeners and watching us on YouTube and ESPNChicago.com for the podcasts. Please remember, we don't own the woods, the rain, the storm, the fish we catch, the turkeys we chase, the coho waiting for us on the lakefront. We really do borrow it all from our children's children's children. Remember that. We'll see you next week. Where? Right here on Chauncey's Great Outdoors.
The tables at Ameristar are ready. And if you're up for the challenge, you'll experience tables the way they were meant to be played. With 20 times odds on craps, $10,000 limits on blackjack and baccarat, and the most generous comps in town, Ameristar